Really appreciative of all the people who have come to the table, and Mayor and his fellowship has really made a difference, so thank them very much, and on behalf of the beautification effort and Governor Eddie Couple.
Natalie, you're very welcome. They can hear you, and they got the headphones on. Your wife is in the studio this morning talking about her workout program, and she's suggesting, suggesting that you and I double date and take our women to the hot yoga.
If you get any thinner, Ray, you're going to disappear.
I don't know about that, buddy. I don't know about that. Hey, listen, kudos on the statements that you made following the speech of Admiral Bouchon.
Well, thank you. You know, it's time for people to call it like it is, and you know, we talked about a new direction. Well, that's what we meant, and we didn't mean making duplicitous statements about support of the military. And in a campaign season, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You either support the military or not. And if you made a mistake in the past, it's time to man up. And the Admiral was right on.
Well, and again, though, I'm going to ask you the same question I've asked a couple of other people, and I know I'm taking IBTF thunder, but this is an important part as well. You know, he was talking about we've got a mulligan all teed up here, and I know what a mulligan means. It's a do-over, and I don't think we're ever going to go back to General Dan Leaf or General David Bice terms when it comes to the military buildup. But you know, do we have this opportunity here playing in front of us, and do we need to find more ways to have the government and the leaders of Guam support whatever build-up that we've got moving?
Of course, but mulligan essentially means that you have to acknowledge the fact that you made a mistake in the first place. The people who made that representation that the people of Guam don't want the build-up made the misstatement. So it's time for them to ultimately man up. That's what the Admiral was talking about. Now, the people of Guam are not just the governor and myself and the mayors. It's also, you know, the elected leaders and legislature. And if they made a mistake and they need to own up to it, I think time is now. We can't allow the Congress to continue to believe that the people of Guam don't want to build up when we know that that's opposite of the truth.
8:58 in the morning, Governor. I'm going to talk to you pretty soon. You have a terrific day.
Thanks, Ray. Have a good day.
I promise. 477-5757. And a question in the email here, and I know it is not. I know who's asking it, so I know it's not meant to be a criticism. Simply a question. Have you checked with the AG's office to make sure it is legal and not against the Organic Act with regard to provisions for separation of church and state? And you get these, the bus stops arguably owned by the government of Guam, and now we've got the scripture on the sides of the bus stops. Is that something that we need to worry about?
We always get permission from the mayor's office as well as the Department of Parks and Rec, and there is a memorandum of understanding. So we do get permission. We don't just pick bus stops to start putting whatever we want on it. And we also have permission to have businesses put their advertisements on it, and some businesses put sayings on it as well, their mottos and their ideals. And so this is something that I could definitely look into.
Well, you're the lawyer in the room, so I'm assuming that all of this gets blessed.
Yes. You know, we have an organization stepped up, and so I understand the concerns. I was actually waiting for some of the questions to come up, and you know, I'm more than happy to talk to the Attorney General and then get their blessings on it as well. But we do go through government agencies. We don't just go there and start painting bus stops and putting whatever we want on it.
We're seconds away from the 9 o'clock news. I'm going to ask you to stick around for a couple of minutes on the other side, because I know you've got more to talk about. It's 9 a.m. on KGUM Agana.
Charges